Well, you are just in time for an exciting wrestling card. Welcome one and all to Super Spirit Live. I am Shirt Donovan, and indeed we do have an exciting set of matches for you tonight heading into next week's major event, Edge of Excellence. We will have some card announcements for that event throughout the night, but first up, a junior division contest between Percy Chapman and debuting Super Spirit Wrestling athlete Mervyn Wallace. Mervyn Wallace, a very rough athlete, very impressive in his own right. Percy Chapman will be put to the test against this newcomer tonight here at Super Spirit Live.
Making his way to the ring, have Percy Chapman.
Percy Chapman, close friend of former Spirit Band champion Benjamin Rose. Very impressive competitor in the junior division, locking up tonight with newcomer Mervyn Wallace.
Making his way to the ring in his Super Spirit Wrestling debut, Mervyn Wallace.
Rough athlete Mervyn Wallace, practitioner of the nightcap, a diving knee strike from the top rope. If he hits you with that, folks, it may truly spell the end. Burt Wiggins on duty for this junior division contest. An early pin from Percy Chapman is unsuccessful. Percy Chapman not afraid to get rough himself. But Mervyn Wallace, you see, really firing himself up early on with sort of a battle cry. Could be a bad omen for Have Mercy Percy Chapman. Snap suplex. Chapman looking to give a painful welcome to newcomer Mervyn Wallace. Drop toe hold for Wallace. To the ropes, Irish whip. Impressive Rana into a pinning attempt. Mervyn Wallace showing off some dexterity there in addition to his rough approach. These two competitors really going back and forth in the opening bout here at Super Spirit Live. Irish whip again. This time offense is scouted by Chapman, taking control again with a forearm to the back. Big pop-up powerbomb, sits out with it, 2 count. Impressive stuff out of Chapman, but this match will continue. Mervyn Wallace having enough left in the tank. Big power slam off the Irish whip, pinning attempt here. Chapman really making Wallace work for it in his debut match here at Super Spirit Wrestling. Wallace, no doubt, will stir the pot in the junior division. More matchups to come in what has been an incredibly dynamic division, and now you see the armbar being applied. Chapman looking to take control, but Mervyn Wallace answering back with stiff forearms. Chapman coming out on top in that striking contest. Pull through clothesline now for Chapman. Snap suplex. Chapman looking really good here against Mervyn Wallace. and he's got him up for the gallows, but the positioning, you see Mervyn Wallace's leg able to slip under the bottom rope there, and Burt Wiggins had it scouted, signaling for the break. Inside cradle. Oh no, not even a 2 count. Percy Chapman escaping an inside cradle. Modified brainbuster. We see Chapman go to that a lot. Pinning predicament now. 2. Mervyn Wallace staying in this match following a gallows and the modified brainbuster. Displaying his tenacity here to the rest of the junior division. But it has been all Chapman these last couple minutes. Now with corner control, have mercy. Percy Chapman looking to continue his offense, but these two men trading in a pull-through clothesline. Percy Chapman to the top rope, diving elbow drop. Mervyn Wallace in big trouble here. Irish whip reversal. Hurricane Rana from Mervyn Wallace. Surprise pin. 2 count for Wallace. Great stuff we're seeing out of these two junior division competitors here to open the night at Super Spirit Live. Irish whip again. Conditioning being put to the test, and a lariat connecting now for Wallace, but Chapman rallying. Scoop slam, deposits Wallace onto the mat before a big kick across the chest. 1, 2. Near fall for Chapman. Wallace still in this one. Slice spread. Pinning predicament. 1, could be all 2. Mervyn Wallace still having enough in the tank to kick out. But here we see it, the gallows. He's got him up. No rope break in sight. 1, 2. It's over. Percy Chapman picking one up. Mervyn Wallace unfortunately losing in his debut here at Super Spirit Wrestling. Percy Chapman signaling to newcomer Mervyn Wallace that the junior division is stacked and ready for all newcomers. You hate to see a debuting wrestler take a loss, but have mercy. Percy Chapman choosing not to have mercy tonight against Mervyn Wallace. Well, folks, I can officially announce one of the main matches that we have at next week's major event, Edge of Excellence. It will indeed be a Power Bands rematch. The Gambles looking to take their titles back from current champions Deadly Encounter. This should be a firecracker of a match. The Gambles very upset with their loss to Deadly Encounter. They said that they wanted a major event environment to get that feel back the way that they won the titles at New Purpose against former champions Wondrous Bear. That should be a good one, folks. I'm excited for that one. But moving on, we have a women's tag match. New coming team, the Luminaries versus SSW Mainstays, TKF. These two teams have not locked up. The Luminaries debuted just last week, and they were victorious. We'll see if they can develop an undefeated streak here in Super Spirit Wrestling's women's tag division.
Making their way to the ring, the team of Kaori Okawa and Nona Ford, the Luminaries.
Such impressive athletes are the Luminaries. Can they continue their streak here?
And their opponents, the team of Linda Kruger and Jacqueline Frazier, TKF.
Relatively unsuccessful RTKF. Let's see if they can turn the tide here against the Luminaries. Kim Carrillo on duty for this women's tag match. Kaori Okawa rallying early on, running right up the turnbuckle, but then succumbing to a deep arm drag takedown off the Irish whip. Dropkick is off target, well scouted by Kaori Okawa. Big knee now to Linda Kruger, more knees across the back. Standing switch, beautifully executed backdrop by Okawa. A couple of strikes out of Linda Kruger leading to a pinning predicament, but just a 1 count, says Kim Carrillo. Early tag for the Luminaries. Nona Ford, now the legal woman. Very impressive powerlifting background. And a low center of gravity. Wow, what a kick from Kaori Okawa, sending Linda Kruger right to the outside. You get a wide shot of our arena here in the capacity crowd at Super Spirit Live. Kruger on the outside, Nona Ford standing as sort of a monument, holding off Jacqueline Frazier. 13, 14. Linda Kruger back in at the count of 15. And now a tag, the very first tag of the matchup made for TKF, stereo backdrop, well executed by Jacqueline Frazier and Linda Kruger. Frazier taking the reins now against Nona Ford. Arm drag takedown from the powerlifter. Double arm suplex, textbook out of Jacqueline Frazier, transitioning into a leg lock here near the ropes, wisely keeping her body between the ropes and Ford, preventing a rope break. And then you just see Nona Ford throwing Frazier almost into the front row here. And now having to battle off both members of the Luminaries. Linda Kruger looking to get involved and as well. Follow-away slam on the outside. Sent into the barricade. Jump up Rana, backdrop from Okawa. It has broken down here on the outside. And Jacqueline Frazier, for the moment, had Okawa in an armbar, but Nona Ford back in control. Tag to Okawa. And tag to Kruger. Frazier fighting off both members of the Luminaries there, and then delivering a dominating neckbreaker to Kaori Okawa. Surprise pin here, though. It looked like Jacqueline Frazier was unsure how to approach the situation. A moment of hesitation could have led to a pinfall for the Luminaries there. Irish whip into the corner. Linda Kruger trying to battle her way out of unfavorable territory. Kaori Okawa firing back with forearms to the face. And indeed, the forearms having the final say. Nona Ford warming up on the apron, preparing for the tag, and indeed a tag made for TKF as well. Tag team offense out of the Luminaries. Nona Ford now in trouble, trying to battle her way out of an unfavorable corner. Both women to the mat. Nona Ford rallying first, looking to maintain momentum. Spinebuster sits out with it for the pin, center of the ring. Just a 2 count, says official Kim Carrillo. Bow and arrow hold here from Frazier. Great positioning, but Kaori Okawa able to go the distance to run interference. Ankle lock being applied now for Ford, right in the face of Linda Kruger.
Come on.
And Kruger understanding the message, giving a taunt of her own there. Tag made for TKF. Linda Kruger back in, stereo drop kick, good stuff out of TKF. Soul butt kick across the midsection into a Rana from Jacqueline Frazier. TKF firing on all cylinders here, and Kaori Okawa again able to break things up for the Luminaries. Big a European uppercut there out of Linda Kruger, who creates some separation for a tag. Nona Ford will choose to do the same. Kruger fighting off both members of the opposing team. Big running drop kick in the corner. Good stuff out of Nona Ford. Both of these teams pulling off some impressive maneuvers as this match develops. Jump up Rana, as I say that, out of Jacqueline Frazier. And Kaori Okawa able to come to her senses. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Jacqueline Frazier able to keep TKF in this contest. Enziguri to the back of the head now. Another pinning predicament. 2. Almost all. Linda Kruger was a little late getting there for TKF. But what a slam. Uranage from Linda Kruger, and now Frazier to the top rope. Guillotine leg drop off the top. Nona Ford expecting a tag almost here, but a rope break off the surprise small package. Jacqueline Frazier now breaking away for the tag. Kaori Okawa will choose to do the same. The crowd coming alive here at Super Spirit Live. Tag team offense again. A pair of kicks out of the luminaries. And again, this time to Linda Kruger. Really looking to put this one away. Nona Ford now in control here. Backbreaker applied to Kruger. Bridges for the German suplex and a rope break signaled by Kim Carrillo. Tries it again, but the positioning still off, and Carrillo taking notice. European uppercut out of Linda Kruger. This match has gone on for a while now. Pinning predicament 2. Nona Ford keeping the luminaries in this one against TKF. Big headbutt delivered by Nona Ford. The tenacity of the world-class powerlifter Nona Ford creating some separation for a tag, and it appears that yes, Linda Kruger will answer back with a tag to Jacqueline Frazier. High angle kick from Frazier. Kaori Okawa turning her focus now. Could it be Okawa Rana? Okawa Rana! But the rope break, a favorable rope break for Jacqueline Frazier, who now goes to the top rope. Diving crossbody, 1, 2. It's over with a diving crossbody. Jacqueline Frazier stealing one over the luminaries and Kaori Okawa. Impressive stuff out of our women's tag division there. The luminaries not able to get it done against TKF. Jacqueline Frazier sustaining that Okawa Rana. A rope break, unfortunately, signaled by Kim Carrillo. It could have been all there. But then the diving crossbody from Jacqueline Frazier, able to take Kaori Okawa, perhaps a frustrated Okawa, by surprise. Shoulders down for the 1, 2, 3. Well, folks, I would like to quickly reveal another match that we will have coming up at next week's major event, Edge of Excellence. And we will reveal that right now. Indeed, folks, it will be a rematch between former champion Benjamin Rose looking to reobtain his gold against current champion, the fancy genius Hideo Kuba. No one thought Kuba would be the one to thwart Benjamin Rose's undefeated streak here in Super Spirit Wrestling. However, here we are. Hideo Kuba with the gold around his waist, and Benjamin Rose will look to take it back. That should be an exciting matchup indeed, folks. I know I for certain am looking forward to it. For now, we have a heavyweight division match between fan favorites Great Heart and Hideaki Adachi, two impressive athletes out of Japan that we signed here at Super Spirit Wrestling. We have enjoyed all of their matches thus far. Let's see how they lock up here tonight at Super Spirit Live.
Making his way to the ring, the symbol of love, Great Heart.
Great Heart charging to the ring, as is his custom, getting this crowd fired up for his competition tonight against one of our most impressive athletes in the heavyweight division, Hideaki Adachi.
Making his way to the ring, he is the ever-shining Hideaki Adachi.
You see the physique of Hideaki Adachi, the incredible conditioning, a wide repertoire this athlete makes use of here. Such impressive contests that he puts on. You see the crowd here getting ready for this competition. Lenny Spencer on duty for this heavyweight division contest. Big kick across the chest of Great Heart to start things off here, and again, more kicks from Adachi. Wow, Adachi going to the well early here with those kicks. Great Heart trapping the leg for a dragon screw takedown. He will have some catching up to do. And that's not a bad way to do it. Hurricane Rana off the Irish whip. Spinning him up now for a tombstone pile driver. Great Heart not looking to be outdone here in front of this capacity crowd at Super Spirit Live. Standing moonsault press. Great Heart able to kick out before Lenny Spencer even gets down for a count. Hideaki Adachi showing shades of Kaori Okawa, running up the turnbuckle to counter the offensive momentum of Great Heart. Elbow to the back now, and then a stomp transitions into an ankle lock. Hideaki Adachi, very impressive so far in this matchup. Neck breaker from Great Heart looking to turn the tide. Irish whip, corner control. Corner control halted very quickly by Hideaki Adachi, who delivers a deep arm drag takedown. Irish whip now. Soul butt kick. And look at Great Heart battling back. Shote to the back following a flurry of strikes and a desperation takedown there from Hideaki Adachi, trying to pause the momentum. Big Shote. And now just mounted punches. Indeed, we do enforce MMA-style stoppages in Super Spirit Wrestling. My goodness, both athletes really taking it to each other with those strikes and following the chop. A 2 count for Great Heart. A flurry of strikes now on the side of Adachi, ending in a kick. These two athletes pretty evenly matched. A lovely bomb from Great Heart. Near fall. He also has a running variation of that, which he may have to go to defeat Hideaki Adachi. Rolling Bright off the top rope, but no pin.
5 minutes gone.
Bridges after the German suplex. Rope break, says Lenny Spencer. I would have thought Hideaki Adachi would have gone for a pin following the top rope maneuver, but he may sense it will take more to defeat Great Heart. Big Shote again. The kicks versus the palms could be the story of this match. Of course, it will ultimately be the knee that Hideaki Adachi will rely on. The Rising Bright to potentially put away Great Heart. Frog splash off the top rope now. Pinning predicament 2. What a near fall there. Hideaki Adachi barely escaping a pinfall. Following that frog splash from Great Heart. Tree of Woe position now. Strikes to the knee. And more kicks to the midsection. Again, Rolling Bright off the top rope. Could he be going for it again? Yes. And still no pin from Hideaki Adachi. Slammed to the outside now for his trouble, and Great Heart trying to rally the crowd behind his cause here, taking some time to regain his energy. Intercepts the kick from Adachi with a kick of his own, and now again to the top rope. Frog splash across the back this time of the ever-shining Hideaki Adachi. Rolls him up for the pin. 1, 2. Almost all there. Adachi able to escape, but one punch indeed putting Adachi down. Great Heart again to the top rope. Frog splash across the back. Could we be seeing another one? These athletes pulling out everything. Oh no. Poor choice from Great Heart, who eats a baseball slide to the face for his trouble, and this time it's Great Heart being put down with one strike. Hideaki Adachi with knees to the back of the head of Great Heart. Could we see a stoppage here? No, Great Heart still in this match, off the ground with a kick. Transitions into the figure 4, and that's it. Great Heart with the figure 4 leg lock, the maneuver of his best friend Jeffrey Hudson. He is able to pull one out over Hideaki Adachi. What a match there from those two heavyweight competitors. Wow, folks, I thought that Adachi had it sewn up there toward the end, but Great Heart rallying with that rolling kick off the ground, transitioning into a figure 4, taking Adachi by surprise and picking up a victory here tonight at Super Spirit Live. Well, folks, that was a great match. I'm going to now announce another match that we have coming up for you next Friday at Edge of Excellence. It will be a junior division grudge match. Many people have talked about the return of Ricky Gilmore thwarting Joey Marnell's chances at the #1 contender slot last week against Archie Everett, Ricky Gilmore reappeared with half of a wooden table, a spiked edged table, and bashed Joey Marnell in the midst of his competition with Archie Everett. Archie Everett was able to follow up with, I believe, a shoulder hold and submit Joey Marnell. Archie Everett will perform against Boston Devereaux tonight in our main event. But yes, Ricky Gilmore had some things to say to our press team, and we will take you to that video package now. Ricky Gilmore said that we should get used to seeing a new, better Ricky Gilmore, and that the superstar is here to bring Marnell back to reality. I'm not sure what kind of reality Ricky Gilmore is talking about, but Gilmore said that he no longer wants to be referred to as Mama's favorite. He is now superstar Ricky Gilmore, and we'll see how these changes have affected his in-ring approach when he locks up again with rival Joey Marnell next Friday at Edge of Excellence. Well, folks, we have a match now in our women's division between Crimson Bat and Paula Reyes. This should be an exciting contest. We'll be taking you to the ring any moment now for that one. Paula Reyes has been very impressive since her debut in Super Spirit Wrestling, but Crimson Bat has been able to maintain a position in the middle of the rankings, and this really could go either way.
Making her way to the ring, Crimson Bat.
Crimson Bat having what a lot of people are calling unlikely success in Super Spirit Wrestling, but she has been very dominant in several of her in-ring appearances.
Making her way to the ring, Paula Reyes.
Paula Reyes, fitness trainer background and athlete that many expect will one day hold the gold here in the women's division at Super Spirit Wrestling. Norio Nakatomi on duty for this one, and you see a headlock being applied early on for Crimson Bat, not intimidated by the larger athlete Paula Reyes. High rent district early here for Crimson Bat. Could it pay off? No. Paula Reyes now scouting a dazed Crimson Bat, but thinks better of it as Crimson Bat snaps back to reality. And oh, there goes Gravity, pinned down now. Just a 1 count, says Norio Nakatomi. In control again with a headlock is Crimson Bat, looking to keep the larger athlete grounded. Could be a wise game plan. Looking to mix Paula Reyes up. Reyes perhaps unfamiliar with this offensive style that Crimson Bat is applying here. Basement dropkick to the back of the head of Reyes, who has struggled to deliver any offense of her own thus far in this women's division contest. Bow and arrow hold now being applied. Crimson Bat using the long frame of Paula Reyes against her there, stretching her across the knees for the bow and arrow. Reyes now looking to mount some offense with corner control. Crimson Bat reversing the situation. Running offense will not come to fruition. Collision off the Irish whip. Paula Reyes looking a little sloppy here early on, trying to get a feel against Crimson Bat. Snap suplex will connect though. Crimson Bat rallying by running up the turnbuckle. We've seen a lot of that tonight out of several Super Spirit Wrestling athletes. Russian leg sweep from Crimson Bat, not allowing Paula Reyes to get any momentum of her own going here. Thought we were looking for another high rent district maneuver, but no, Paula Reyes able to flip through the suplex attempt and deliver some brutal kicks in the corner against a dazed Crimson Bat. For now, it will be the forearms tested against the kicks seemingly coming out on top, and now a chin lock being applied by Crimson Bat. Soul butt kick to the midsection. Reyes has sustained a lot of offense here, and you see Crimson Bat working Reyes, the larger athlete, all the way to the ground, cinching in that headlock really deep, wearing down Paula Reyes. Irish whip, spinning through for a DDT. Good stuff out of Crimson Bat. I've got to say, as many have suggested in news and rumors circulating Super Spirit Wrestling, a lot of people didn't think Crimson Bat would be as successful as she has been here in the women's division. She has proved everyone wrong as she goes to the top rope now for a frog splash. Unable to take advantage of the situation, it looks like she sustained some damage herself. Lama Histral cradle to follow up though. Rope break, says Norio Nakatomi. Impressive kicking combination out of Reyes, looking to shift momentum in her favor. Pinning attempt now for Reyes. 2. Just a 2 count, says senior official Norio Nakatomi. Crimson Bat buying some time with a Russian leg sweep. And now applying a shoulder hold here against Paula Reyes, who was able to create separation and continue the match. Top rope now again for Crimson Bat. Crimson Splash. Almost all near fall for Crimson Bat. Off the Crimson Splash, she was able to carry through for a pinning attempt that time. But Reyes still in this match and now brutalizing the legs. Supernova Suplex! Supernova Suplex! 1, 2. Wow, near fall for Paula Reyes. The Supernova Suplex, not enough to get it done. Not many people have kicked out of that maneuver here in Super Spirit Wrestling. For now, Paula Reyes still in control, but Crimson Bat out of nowhere with the DDT. Maybe looking to take flight again. DDT again, spiking Paula Reyes into the mat. Super kick. Pinning attempt. 1, 2. Near fall again. This match is still continuing. Forearm is scouted, soul butt kick connects. Could we see another Crimson Splash? Yes, Crimson Splash. She's going for it again, perhaps. Crimson Splash, but the damage has been done to the midsection. Again? Are we seeing it again? Crimson Splash, but Reyes immediately to her feet. Irish whip, forearm across the face. Too much greed, perhaps. Reyes now to the top rope. Rolling leg drop. 1, 2. It's over. Paula Reyes picking one up. A hard-fought victory over Crimson Bat here tonight at Super Spirit Live. Great stuff out of our women's division there. I think that maybe if Crimson Bat had just pinned after that first in a trio of Crimson Splashes, that maybe she could have been victorious here tonight against Reyes. But Paula Reyes withstanding all of that offense, able to rally with a top rope maneuver of her own and get the 1, 2, 3 over what has been a very impressive Crimson Bat thus far in her run in the women's division. Well, folks, we've got to take a short break, but when we come back, it will be men's tag action between Wondrous Bear and Massive Impact. Please don't go anywhere. All right, folks, we are ready to roll. It will be Wondrous Bear in men's tag action against Massive Impact. I believe this was one of the very first matches we ever saw in Super Spirit Wrestling's men's tag divisions. We will revisit that tonight as Wondrous Bear are no longer the champions. They will face off here tonight against Massive Impact.
Making their way to the ring, the team of Andrew Bowes and Virgil Wilcox, Wondrous Bear.
The Wondrous One and the Bear, your very first Super Spirit Wrestling men's tag champions. They lost those belts to the Gambles at New Purpose.
And their opponents, the team of Lance Owens and Chance Robertson, Massive Impact.
We've seen Massive Impact with shades of gray in their offense, sometimes going to less than stellar tactics to win competitions here in Super Spirit Wrestling. We'll see if any of that happens tonight against Wondrous Bear. The Wondrous One starting things off for his team with a pair of strikes, and Lance Owens firing back now. Irish whip, stiff clothesline out of big Lance Owens. And the Wondrous One now in bad territory, trying to battle his way out with some kicks. To the ropes. He needs to break out of the corner. It seems like Lance Owens is going to do it for him there. Questionable Irish whip from one half of Massive Impact. Leg lock now, the Wondrous One in control here. Burt Wiggins on duty checking for the submission. Punch is scouted. Wow, what counters we're seeing out of these two performers, and a spear from big Lance Owens. Looks to be a tag out of both sides. I'm not sure who has the momentum thus far. Impressive stuff out of both competitors. Massive Impact now maybe looking to shift the dynamic of their record here in Super Spirit Wrestling against the former champions. Chance Robertson and Virgil Wilcox now the legal men for their teams. You gotta believe that Wondrous Bear are trying to climb the rankings once again to get another shot at tag team gold. Massive Impact have never been in the title conversation here at Super Spirit Wrestling. One would think they're quite hungry as well. DDT from Virgil Wilcox, impressive offensive sequence leading into a tag to the Wondrous One. Big dolphin blow. Transitioning into a double wrist lock. Lance Owens trying to get involved with Virgil Wilcox. Bridging for the German is Andrew Bowes. Almost a 3 count there against Chance Robertson. Final Heaven, an early Final Heaven, was able to get the big man up. But I don't know if he'll be able to take advantage of the pinfall here. Lance Owens going the distance and breaking things up. The Final Heaven delivered so early from the Wondrous One, now battling off both members of Massive Impact. Tag made to Virgil Wilcox. Corner control now for Massive Impact, and Virgil Wilcox able to escape. He could have been on the receiving end of some devastating tag team offense there. Irish whip. Good positioning once more for Wondrous Bear. Lance Owens depositing Virgil on the outside, but Andrew Bowes tying up Lance so that Virgil is able to get back in the ring. Great tag team choice there from the Wondrous One. Closed fist punches from both competitors. Virgil Wilcox coming out on top, running elbow drop. Lance Owens trying to battle his way back to his corner with these strikes. Side slam for the big man. Wilcox makes a tag. A flurry of punches out of Wilcox, softening up Owens for his tag teammate, the Wondrous One. Elbow drop. The Wondrous One right back to his feet. Side slam from Lance Owens. 1, 2. Wilcox was looking to get involved there. The Wondrous One able to kick out. Belly-to-belly slam from Wilcox, delivered to Owens. To the ropes. Big drop kick out of the Wondrous One, who looks to make a tag. Could be a tag for both teams. Indeed, Wilcox and Robertson now the legal men for their respective teams. And Virgil in trouble here in the corner, sustaining damage from both members of Massive Impact. Wilcox again with a smart Irish whip, creating that separation and giving that corner control back to Wondrous Bear. Super kick from Wilcox, but a rope break signaled by Burt Wiggins. Now a questionable Irish whip as we see Wilcox sending Robertson back to favorable territory. Tree of Woe damage sustained nonetheless. And here we see the wiser Irish whip, maybe just looking for Chance Robertson to put his own conditioning to the test. Tag made to the Wondrous One. Smart tag team offense here out of the former champions. Stereo Enziguri ringing the bells of Chance Robertson. The Wondrous One keeping himself between Chance for the moment before executing that deep arm drag takedown, and Robertson now trying to rally with offense of his own, opting not for a tag, but an Irish whip instead. Side slam. Football tackle out of Chance Robertson, who now will make the tag. Big kicks from the Wondrous One. Final Heaven delivered to Lance Owens, who now could be in big trouble. He's able to rally with an Irish whip, but a collision comes out in favor of Virgil Wilcox. Rolls him up for a pin here, but Lance Owens able to get his hand to the ropes, it appeared, as it was signaled by the official. Wilcox to the top rope now, diving across what looked to be both men there. Wilcox not able to hold big Lance Owens down for the pin. Belly-to-belly slam now for the Bear, who could be making a tag. Indeed, the Wondrous One, now the legal man. No Grizzly Bomb, but a Final Heaven! The Wondrous One blasting off here tonight in front of this capacity crowd. Final Heaven again! Pinning attempt here. 1, 2, broken up by Chance Robertson. Virgil Wilcox also getting involved, but eating a headbutt from Lance Owens. What a competition we're seeing develop here tonight, folks, in the men's tag division. Shockbuster, Shockbuster now for Owens. 1, 2, near fall. The Wondrous One kicking out of a Shockbuster, and again, the Wondrous One feeling it tonight in front of this crowd. Big spear. Pinning attempt now. Can Wilcox get there? Indeed. Able to run interference for his tag partner. What a kick from the Wondrous One, able to put Owens down. And now a striking contest breaking out in the center of the ring between these two athletes. Tag made to Wilcox. And a tag to Robertson. Package bomb. Devastating offense delivered by the Wondrous One, and Wilcox in control in the corner against Owens. Could we see it? The Grizzly Bomb. He sits out with it. 1, 2. It's over. It's over. Great stuff out of Wilcox, the Grizzly Bomb, able to do it over Chance Robertson. Lance Owens was already making his return to the apron and thus could not get there for his tag team partner Chance Robertson on the receiving end of a Grizzly Bomb from Virgil Wilcox, and Wondrous Bear able to notch another win in their record here at Super Spirit Wrestling. Great stuff out of our men's tag division. Impressive competition from both sides, but for now, Wondrous Bear victorious here tonight at Super Spirit Live. Well, next up, folks, we have a heavyweight division match for you between Douglas Daniels, the Philanthropist, and the Example, Hitoshi Tobe. I'm being told that Hitoshi Tobe is returning tonight with a fresh look and a fresh perspective on his in-ring approach. We'll see how that affects his competition style here tonight in heavyweight action against the philanthropist Douglas Daniels. Let's go to the ring now for that contest.
Making his way to the ring, he calls himself the philanthropist, Douglas Daniels.
Douglas Daniels, just an all-around impressive force here in the heavyweight division at Super Spirit Wrestling. But can he get it done tonight here against the example, Hitoshi Tobe? Indeed, with a new look.
Making his way to the ring while they call him the example, Hitoshi Tobe.
Hitoshi Tobe, widely considered by many to be the standard of excellent wrestling, but he has had a relatively unsuccessful run here in the heavyweight division at Super Spirit Wrestling. Facing off tonight here against the philanthropist, starting things off with an early snapmare takedown. Douglas Daniels on the receiving end of a counter backdrop being deposited on the outside. Snapmare takedown again for Tobe. Drop toe hold. Transitioning into a chin lock here is Double D Douglas Daniels. The philanthropist looking to notch another win here tonight against Hitoshi Tobe, now countering with another backdrop, and Douglas Daniels again being deposited on the outside. Daniels not frustrated though, rolling right back in the ring to continue this match. Knife edge chop out of Hitoshi Tobe. Could the rejuvenation be just what he needed to take charge of his thus far losing record in Super Spirit Wrestling? Irish whip. Douglas Daniels puts on the brakes. What a headbutt there out of Tobe, connecting flush across the grinning face of Douglas Daniels. Spine buster from Tobe, well executed. No holes in the game plan thus far, but Douglas Daniels may have found one there, and he's able to transition into a Boston Crab. Elbow across the back, and now a chin lock. Douglas Daniels not able to get it done there. This match will continue, but now Daniels with corner control, looking for running offense that will not come to fruition, but now a torture rack. Douglas Daniels laughing as he lifts Hitoshi Tobe up out of nowhere for that torturous maneuver. Another spine buster out of Tobe. Pinning attempt now against Daniels. No, not even a 2 count. The impressive conditioning of the philanthropist Douglas Daniels on display here. What a German suplex. The release German depositing Hitoshi Tobe on the outside this time. Perhaps a receipt from earlier. Knife edge chop. Striking contest breaking out between these two heavyweights. You see Tobe gaining ground with those forearm strikes across the face of Douglas Daniels. Desperation kick there from the philanthropist, trying to halt the momentum, and a DDT will do it, spiking Hitoshi Tobe, the top of his head, directly into the mat. Tobe now trying to rally. Kick to the back of Daniels. Dragon screw from the ground position. And Daniels again rallying with a DDT. Nothing changes the landscape of a match quite like a well-executed DDT. And Daniels certainly has more where that came from, I'm sure. Headbutt from Tobe, trying to get something going here. Kick to the midsection, and there it is, the blade kick from Tobe. 1, 2, a near fall for Hitoshi Tobe, and what a victory it would have been here against Douglas Daniels, who now takes some time to showboat following the pull-through clothesline. Release German again. I think Hitoshi Tobe spiked his head on the apron before almost rolling into the damn front row. Tobe now rallying, go to sleep on the outside. And a headbutt. Hitoshi Tobe coming alive in front of this crowd. But no, not on the outside. Not on the outside. The tough love. Oh my God. 16, 17. It could be all here. 18, 19. And indeed, the tough love on the outside, proving too much for a rejuvenated Hitoshi Tobe, and Douglas Daniels certainly happy to pick up a victory by any means. To the exposed floor out there, delivered tough love, damaging the neck and back of Hitoshi Tobe. Tobe not able to roll back in. We see the paramedics now attending to Hitoshi Tobe at ringside. Douglas Daniels picking up the win here, and all I can say is I hope he's proud of himself. We could have an injured athlete in Hitoshi Tobe following the tough love, but victory by countout going to the philanthropist, Douglas Daniels. Folks, next up we have a women's division match for you between Piper Valentine and Claire Birch. Piper Valentine has proven to be quite a force in the women's division since making her debut, and Claire Birch is unhappy with how much attention Valentine has received since her debut. Claire Birch looking to quiet Valentine and shift some of that attention in her favor.
Making her way to the ring, Piper Valentine.
This is an athlete who believes she should be at the very top of Super Spirit Wrestling's women's division, and indeed she challenged Ryoko Matsui in a non-title match. She was quickly silenced by Matsui, but nevertheless, she has been an impressive athlete in her other showings at Super Spirit Wrestling. Can she get it done here tonight, though, against Claire Birch?
And her opponent, Claire Birch.
Claire Birch has been so dominant in other promotions before arriving at Super Spirit Wrestling. She has not been able to get in the title conversation, and I know that has frustrated her. Can she get it done tonight here against Piper Valentine? Arm drag takedown quick to start things off for Valentine. Irish whip. Claire Birch puts on the brakes. Big slap from Valentine, known to disrespect her opponents in the ring, and then a legit uppercut. Birch trying to battle back with a forearm. Valentine following up with a forearm of her own. Big strikes out of both women here to start this matchup. Fireman's carry for Birch. Claire Birch was hoping to put herself in the title conversation here in the women's division, but has just been coming up short in the big matches that really matter. That's not to say that the matches don't matter here. Rankings, of course, are always taken into consideration. But anytime a number one contenders match or a similar opportunity has shown up for Birch, she has not been able to close it out, and you see now she's on the receiving end of a headlock from Piper Valentine. I think a win over an athlete like Valentine would serve to rejuvenate Claire Birch's attitude and maybe propel her toward that top spot that she so desperately covets. Of course, the top spot also coveted by Piper Valentine. I believe she's only sustained one loss thus far here in Super Spirit Wrestling, and it was to the current champion, Ryoko Matsui, in a non-title bout.
2.
Snapmare takedown following the kick from Birch. And another fireman's carry. Some very basic mat wrestling here out of Birch to start things off. And now an exchange of forearms coming out in favor of Piper Valentine. Jump up Rana, well executed. Birch with the double arm suplex. Looking to shift momentum in her favor here, but a drop toe hold from Valentine. Dashing those hopes. Sleeper drop. Good stuff here from Valentine, who now bridges 2. Near fall for Piper Valentine. Irish whip from Claire Birch. Shoulder tackle right on the mark. And a snap suplex connecting against a dazed Piper Valentine. Leg control now for Valentine. Birch trying to shift toward the ropes, but is able to break away instead. She's got her up. Could we be seeing it? Winding her up for the Cupid Cutter. The Cupid Cutter connecting for Valentine. Standing shooting star press. What a combination. 2. Not able to get it done here against Claire Birch. And now Birch with the downward spiral. What an answer. 2. Near fall on both sides here. What competition we're seeing out of these women. A combination of kicks now landing for Piper Valentine. Jumping through for that neck breaker. Birch dazed, unable to take advantage, but she does come to her senses to counter with a power bomb. The Rana not getting it done. This time it does, though. Got her up again. What a suplex. I thought we were maybe looking at another downward spiral there from Birch, but Birch is winded. This time transitioning into an armbar following the suplex. Lenny Spencer signaling for the rope break. Double arm suplex again from Birch. Textbook maneuver from one of the women's division's absolute best athletes. Again the suplex and another armbar, but again the positioning not working out here for Piper Valentine, and Claire Birch again escaping with a break. Irish whip. Running offense not happening for Birch. Irish whip, she'll try it again. Back body drop. Jumping through for that neck breaker again is Claire Birch. Drop toe hold from Valentine. The crowd going wild here for this women's division contest. This time positioning good. Bridges the suplex. 2. It's over. Piper Valentine scoring a hard-fought victory over Claire Birch, and shrugging to the crowd as if to say, this is Claire Birch. This is who you guys sent me. Piper Valentine still cutting her path through the women's division, and what a victory that is over Claire Birch. Good stuff. Congratulations to Piper Valentine. You know Claire Birch will be thinking about that one moving forward. Well, folks, I can now officially announce the main event of next week's major event, Edge of Excellence. In our main event contest, it will be current Destiny Band champion Ryoko Matsui defending her title against new-coming challenger Chie Hamasaki. Hamasaki has not been in the title conversation until now, but her record is undeniable. She actually has a better win-loss record overall than the champion. And we'll see how that comes into play if Chie Hamasaki is able to take the gold off of the guiding light, Ryoko Matsui. That should be an exciting matchup, folks, in our main event next Friday. Don't miss that one. Please follow the channel. It will be same time, same place, start time of 6 p.m. Central for Edge of Excellence. We will not be having our Thursday show, Spirit Rising, as we will be devoting all of our attention to making Edge of Excellence the absolute best show that it can be. So please do tune in next Friday, 6 p.m. Well, now, folks, we are heading into our main event of the evening. It is a junior division contest that could shift the landscape of the title conversation for Edge of Excellence. Cameron Reese is waiting to defend his title against a challenger at Edge of Excellence. It should be Archie Everett, following last week's #1 contenders match against, Joey Marnell. But Boston Devereaux the very first shadow band champion, has reinserted himself into the conversation and has demanded a match against #1 contender Archie Everett here tonight at Super Spirit Live. If Boston Devereaux is able to best Archie Everett and get that 1, 2, 3 or that submission, it will be a triple threat match for the shadow band title versus Cameron Reese at Edge of Excellence.
Making his way to the ring, Boston Devereaux.
The very first ever shadow band champion, looking for a shot to reclaim his gold from the Midnight Rider Cameron Reese.
And making his way to the ring, Archie Everett.
Archie Everett jawing with the crowd on his way to the ring. Everett is safe. He has a shot at the title next week at Edge of Excellence. But can Boston Devereaux also find a place in that match against current champion Cameron Reese? Let's find out here, folks, in our main event. Stiff chop from Archie Everett early on here against Boston Devereaux. Working the leg, the submission specialist Archie Everett. He will look to manipulate several body parts of Boston Devereaux throughout this match until Devereaux is perhaps no longer able to continue. European uppercut now from the former champion. Again, if Boston Devereaux is able to win tonight here against Archie Everett, that shadow band title match at Edge of Excellence will become a triple threat match between Archie Everett, Boston Devereaux, and current champion Cameron Reese. Let's see if Devereaux can get it done here tonight. Stomps across the back of Devereaux. Archie Everett has applied more offense thus far in this main event contest. Ever and Everett? Could we see it early? Yes, the Ever and Everett has got Boston Devereaux in trouble early. Devereaux able to break away. Archie Everett putting his cards on the table early, now going to the top rope, thinking better of it as Boston Devereaux quickly rises to his feet. Irish whip. Boston Devereaux unable to take advantage of the positioning there, unaware of his ring presence for a moment, but now a backdrop delivered to Archie Everett. And these two junior division competitors teeing off on one another here. The knife edge chops of Devereaux coming out on top, now transitioning into a chin lock. Spinning drop toe hold. The impressive athleticism of Archie Everett. Devereaux will need to avoid those submission maneuvers, and as I say that, he falls victim to another one. Those rope breaks are signaled, but the damage is done before the break comes. More submission offense here from Archie Everett. Of course, Everett would not like Devereaux to become part of that match. If three men are involved in the match, it lessens Archie Everett's likelihood of becoming the new shadow band champion. To the ropes now is Devereaux. Irish whip from Everett this time. Drops him down into the armbar. Top rope now for Everett. Diving elbow drop across the body of Boston Devereaux. Could we be seeing it again here? Rolling through for the Ever and Everett. Bad positioning though, indeed. Norio Nakatomi signaling for the break. I don't know if Everett is so concerned with these early breaks. Looked like he was trying for something there against Devereaux. Devereaux immediately denying the handshake. I'm sure there was evil intentions behind that handshake. Offense here out of Devereaux now, trying to reignite the fire. You see him lowering that arm. The damage has certainly been done early on in this main event contest. Leg feed Enziguri connecting for Devereaux. Release German suplex. Devereaux trying to shift the landscape of this junior division match. Two, trying to get a shot at the title. No, just a 2 count here against number 1 contender Archie Everett. Top rope now for Devereaux. Elbow drop will not happen. Archie Everett now to the top rope for an elbow drop of his own. Sneaky stuff out of Archie Everett, in control again, going back to that arm. The damage has been done, and Archie Everett can smell it a mile away. Enziguri, though, now again for Boston Devereaux. Devereaux dropping both arms now. This is not looking good. You got to wonder if he'll be able to pop Archie Everett up for the zero cutter. That's Boston Devereaux's signature maneuver. Enough arm strength there, though, for the backdrop. And the slam. Devereaux continuing the game plan here against Archie Everett despite the damage sustained to his arms. Oh no, another armbar. We could be seeing a submission any second from Devereaux. All of this damage to the arms. This match will continue though. Corner control now for Everett. I gotta believe that Everett is cruising to a victory here. Again, more strikes in the Tree of Woe position to the legs. Surprise roll up. 1, 2. Boston Devereaux almost reinserting himself in the title conversation with that surprise pin, but just a 2 count. Now scouting Archie Everett from the corner. What could he be planning here? What a knee across the face of Archie Everett. This time a kick is off target. Irish whip from Devereaux, trying to hang on and stay in this one. Not a zero cutter, just follows through with a spine buster, but Everett with a drop toe hold. Going back to the top rope. Elbow drop again from Archie Everett. It looked like he was maybe going to the top rope again, but Russian leg sweep into submission offense. Norio Nakatomi calling for the break. The damaged arms of Devereaux still putting in work for the junior division competitor here. Basement drop kick, taking the legs out from under. Latch suplex from Archie Everett. Pinning predicament now, trapping the arms. 1, 2. Devereaux able to break out of an arrogant pin from Archie Everett. Oh no, the Russian leg sweep back into the armbar. And that's it. That's it. Archie Everett submitting Boston Devereaux, and it will be singles competition at Edge of Excellence between number 1 contender Archie Everett and current Shadow Band champion Cameron Reese. Boston Devereaux unfortunately not able to get back in the Shadow Band title picture here in Super Spirit Wrestling, but what a main event contest that was. Congratulations to Archie Everett, showing why he should be the number 1 contender. We'll see if he can take that gold off Cameron Reese at next week's major event, Edge of Excellence. Folks, please do not miss it. It will be an impressive set of matches. Same time, same place here at Super Spirit Wrestling, 6 p.m. start time next Friday. Please don't miss it. For now, that's all we've got for you. I'm Shirt Donovan for everyone here at twitch.tv and Super Spirit Wrestling. Please take care and have a good night.